Are you on mute?
Yes, I was on mute. I think
I
that's the
can
most
hear the
popular
talk.
phrase this today. But thank you for joining us. And as I was saying, when we saved the best for last. So could you just go ahead and introduce yourself, Andrew? And we are right now live with the Guinness World Record attempt.
Sure thing. Thank you very much, Ton. My name is Andrew Humphrey. I'm a meteorologist and reporter at WDIV in Detroit, Michigan, serving all of Southeast Michigan, the best region, the best city in the entire world. For several, really appreciate he and him and his team and all the wonderful work that you do, including going for breaking this Guinness Book of. I know you're on the way to almost completing it here within the next 30 minutes. Congratulations to you. Wonderful. I had a marvelous time doing a story on it, but congratulations to you, your team, all of the kids attempt and breaking this world record.
Well, appreciate it, and thank you for that. And I know that you were the first person to kind of break the story for us, and I want to kind of take this back a little bit. Since this is our last interview, it all started somewhat with you, and now we're kind of wrapping it up with you. So, and I always kind of feel odd here because you usually interview us, and now I get a chance to interview you. Could you just tell us in regards to the time that you've heard about the Guinness World Record event and the attempt we're trying to do during National Computer Science Education Week, and what do you think it means to you and probably even to the city of Detroit?
Well, first off, I'm very honored. At my role at WDIV, I've been a meteorologist professionally now for over 10 years. Been back here in Detroit and Southeast Michigan 10 years as well. I say back because Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. And for as long as I can remember, I've always enjoyed math and science. I've always enjoyed the weather, too. Everything from snow days to swimming in the summertime. Weather, math, science, those three things put together is what meteorology is all about. That's why I'm a professional meteorologist. So I do storytelling in terms of weather. Secondly, I'm a geek at heart. I love math and science. I love technology. So I love doing stories about STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, especially when it comes to STEM education. So that's how I first got introduced to Ton and his fantastic group, his nonprofit group, and his organizations that he's had promoting STEM education for children from pre-K all the way through college and graduate school. And so therefore, I've always marveled and been amazed at the wonderful work that you're doing, not only from a professional standpoint, they all make to a personal standpoint because it's a passion of mine. Bottom line is, because of my connection to Ton, Accelerate for Kids, I found out about this story, and it all just simply fell into place from there. Just learning more about breaking this Guinness Book of World Record. My producers, my team over at Local 4 loved the story. I went ahead and interviewed Ton, got some footage of some of the preparation for breaking this Guinness Book of World Record, and we were off and running. Put the story together. It aired just about a month ago, and the rest is history.
And I know how much in touch you are with the community, not only with the community at heart, but also the startup community, because I've seen you around in supporting a lot of the entrepreneurs that are out there. In regards to that, I mean, you talked about a lot of the youth and a lot of the youth that we're working to help educate them, especially with this pandemic. I know a lot of students are schooling at home, and I think there's a lot of challenge on that. I think with this online computer programming lesson that we have today, and it's kind of wrapping up National Computer Science Education Week, it kind of gives them another avenue of learning probably something they've never done before, computer science. And I'm not only talking about kids, we're actually talking about adults as well. So what would you say about computer science week and also having computer science education as a necessity in school?
Well, Science Week and computer science learning have now come at the perfect time. It's unfortunately during these trying times that we're in, but there's a way to spin this negative COVID-19 era. It's jump-starting increased knowledge and education about science and technology, because it's through science, technology in particular, computer science education where we're able to still continue learning, not just more about technology, not just more about math and science, but now about all subjects, and learning more about people who, through no fault of their own, need more help than others. Not because they don't have the knowledge, but through no fault of their own, they simply don't have the technology or resources, or their community or neighborhood, they might not have the technology or the resources. So now we've jump started to identify those communities, right down to the families and right down to the students, to help them and to get everyone on the same level playing field when it comes to STEM education. If there's one coming out of these trying times, I think it's that. And it shows the importance of computer science education to get an education overall. And the students that we have here today, including the ones breaking this world record, they become our professionals and entrepreneurs of tomorrow. That's why it means so much.
Oh, wow. I think, just speaking from the heart, I can tell right now, and that's pretty cool. I can tell you also, you mentioned about, not being able to have the resources to learn computer science, and that's not any fault of theirs. I think that's a very true statement. I mean, you look back probably in the 80s, and you look at Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, these people are kind of influential. They have access to the coding education. And what we look at now is like we all have internet access, and especially over the pandemic, a lot of the students, especially in Detroit Public School District, they have a Chromebook. So really, there should be no reason why they can't have access to this computer science education. And so it shouldn't be for the well-off. It should be for the well-being for everyone. So with that said, I really think you speak from the heart, Andrew. In regards to our event today, and as you know, in the next, probably I'm counting down while I'm talking to you here, in the next 21 minutes, I know that one of the things we're trying to do is that we're trying to break or set a Guinness World Record for most users to take an online computer programming lesson within 12 hours. And we had close to 44,000 people register, and it went off.